All right, Denzel Washington is back in theaters with the Equalizer 3 closing out this amazing trilogy. I've absolutely loved it. The emotional journey we've been on with this character, the amazing action. I mean, come on, it's some of the best of the year. And it just wraps up beautifully in this third film. Let's dive on into my thoughts right now. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are doing well. My name is Tyson, and we are here to talk about movies. That's right, we do movie reviews, movie trailer reactions. We cover major movie news on our Emit One podcast, and we do movie rankings. If that sounds something that is interesting to you, check us on out and subscribe. We are on the way to 1,000 subscribers, and I would love to have you guys along for that journey. And make sure to follow me on Letterboxd at Tyson_Emit1, where I will log my films and do some lists on there as well. And I'd love to have you guys check me out on that. All right, with that done and out of the way, let's dive on into Denzel Washington's newest film, directed by Antoine Fuqua, and that is The Equalizer 3. I do want to start off by saying this trilogy, it's one of the best action trilogies that I can think of, and every single iteration of this has got me even more excited for the next one. However, I feel like this one's going to probably wrap it up. But anyway, the story in here is fantastic. We really get a great look at kind of where this character of Robert McCall wants to end up, which is feeling like he belongs, feeling like he's at peace with a great community of people around him, and he gets that in this film. It really is beautiful to see the connection that he has with these people. Like I said in my out of the theater reaction, that's really the core of the story, is his connection to these people, how they make him feel like family, and that ultimately is the peace that he has been seeking all along. And I just absolutely love that exploration in this film. But it is an action movie, so let's talk about that. Yeah, it's gory. I mean, this is a hard R action film. When they show the action, which is a little bit less than I was expecting, but when it is shown, it is done to the fullest extent, just like the past two, and I absolutely love it. Obviously, when an action film comes out and it's the same year as a John Wick film, it's going to be hard not to compare the two, but I feel like it's important not to, because it's just a different type of movie than a John Wick Chapter 4 or just a John Wick action movie, period. And I do think that the action styles vary and are both very good at the different level, I would say, that they are explored in. So don't compare the two. It's hard to, but try not to. But I definitely love the direction that Antoine Fuqua does in these action scenes. It also does feel like you're right there. Like, it's really like a POV from Robert McCall's eyes, and it's just, like I said, it's gory, it's bloody, but I love it. So if that's not your thing, you're not gonna like it. But it's just like the past two. And the ending in here for the final action setup, because you know there's gonna be one. It's a lot more, I'd say, of like a slower death, and it kind of just comes out of nowhere, and it's more subtle. But because of how subtle it is, it almost seems like it's way more deadly in a way, and I really do appreciate how that is done. And Dakota Fanning is in this movie, and I really like her character. I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about it, but I really like their connection between her and Robert. And she's in the CIA, and she's kind of starting out new, and she wants to start building up her resume. And this case of the Italian mafia basically is going to help her do it. And Robert feels a connection with her and feels like he can trust her with certain assets and certain information that he's getting, and he can kind of let her know what's going on, and just how that whole thing was done and what happens with the end of their film with their connection. I really did enjoy, and I thought that was a great exploration of those two characters for sure. Huge surprise is Roy from The Office is in this movie, and he's not in it that much, but hey, I love seeing an Office character in any movie that I can get. So at the end of the day, guys, this was a great action movie, and the story of the people and Robert McCall's connection to them was great. I mean, it was a great ending to this trilogy. It really was, and I just loved seeing Denzel Washington in this role and seeing Denzel Washington kick some ass, because it happens a lot in this movie, and it is fantastic when it does. So let me know if you guys are going to go out and see it this weekend, but I am going to score The Equalizer 3 of an 8.5 out of 10. It is a great action film with great heart. It lags a little bit, and it feels like it could be tightened up by maybe about 10 or 15 minutes or so, But the villains are great in here, and they really make you hate them in this movie. And the way that the demise happens with them is just brilliant. And you don't want to mess with Denzel Washington. So, 8.5 out of 10 for the Equalizer 3. Let me know if you guys are planning to see it opening weekend. It's getting some pretty good reviews, and I think it's going to do pretty well. So, with that done and out of the way, guys, make sure to subscribe. We're on the way to 1,000 subscribers. Would love to have you guys' support. And make sure to follow me on Letterboxd at Tyson_Mitt1. And I'd love to see you guys on there. All right. That does it for me, guys. Until the next one, I'll catch you then.